What's cracking, man? What's up? What's cracking? What is up? We got a lot to get into tonight, man. Jeez. A lot to get into, man. A lot to get into, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, man. There's so much going on. We can start it like this, son. Started with the fuckery, man. We'll start with the fuckery, man.
Well, there's been a break in the Southfield gas station shooting. Police now say rival gangs got into that gunfight and 2 innocent bystanders were caught up in the crossfire.
3 suspects are now in custody tonight. The gunfire broke out last October at the BP on Southfield Road near 10.
Damn. Jeez.
Mile. The victims did survive. Today, we're learning how police were able to track down those suspects.
2 separate criminal groups encountered one another at the BP gas station, where members of both groups began firing gunshots at one another.
It all happened so fast. This video showing what Southfield police are describing as a violent gang-related shooting in the middle of a BP gas station on Southfield Freeway.
They're firing inside and then it transfers to outside.
That chaos just before 6 on October 28th, leaving innocent bystanders around the business scrambling and running for cover. Investigators say
that dude right here is so lucky. This guy right here that was just walking into the store,
leaving innocent
him right here, he lucky as hell.
Bystanders around the business scrambling and running for cover. Investigators say the culprits driving off in a gray Dodge Ram pickup included suspects D'Angelo Brown Jr. of Sterling Heights and Amaju Dozier of Auburn Hills.
They are part of a group called Exit 218.
And preparing to race from the scene in the white BMW X5, detectives say is suspect Romello Johnson of Harper Woods in the orange hat.
Is part of a group called 700.
An unidentified 4th gunman was also in that white BMW, according to the chief.
These investigations was...
Listen, man, this shit right here, this is natural stuff for young boys. I will say that. This is natural stuff for young boys to get into, to be in the cliques and crews. It's natural stuff. It's almost like biology, right? For young boys to form cliques and crews and then, go at each other. That stuff is natural. The problem is that we in a society, right? So we're in a society. We're not in our natural state where this would be normal behavior. Normal behavior. Young boys, young men coming into puberty or coming into musk like animals do, like elephants come into musk. When you start feeling yourself and you start getting muscles and you start, wanting to fight and be aggressive. All that stuff is normal for young boys to do. That's why it's good that we have outlets in America. We have football, we have basketball. We have a lot of outlets for that type of stuff. The problem is guns. These little motherfuckers, like in prehistoric times and evolution times, they weren't running around with guns. They may have run around with a spear, a knife, or something like that. Rocks, different weapons, makeshift weapons. But they weren't running around with guns. And having these young people with these guns shooting in public and endangering everybody, that has to be stopped, man. But the behavior of young boys forming cliques and crews and, testing each other and trying to see who's the toughest and who's the strongest. That happens all throughout the animal kingdom. You know, all throughout the animal kingdom. That happens all throughout the animal kingdom. He said, yeah, I'm up, man. Yeah, man, support the channel, man. Take the challenge, man. Support the channel. Sponsor tonight's programming. Let's see if we can get some big donations tonight, man. We're going to get into it, man. I can't, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. These young boys out here having rival cliques and all that stuff. It's the guns, man. These creatures weren't meant to have a gun. They don't have the gratification deferment, the brain power, the discipline to have guns. You know? And there's nothing you can really do about it because street guys are going to get illegal guns anyway, but you do have to punish these guys, though. Because just unfortunately, the time these young people grew up in, they're guns. If they had grown up 700 years ago, 1 million years ago, they'd be on the savannah and this group of young boys would be fighting with that group of young, and nobody would know. 2 miles away, nobody would even know what the fuck was going on. Or care. A mile away, another tribe would be living completely oblivious to what them fuckers was doing. I think guns are great. I'm not against guns. I'm talking about why behavior that's normal amongst young males of every species has to be, policed when you're dealing with humans. Because this behavior is normal amongst all species. Okay? This behavior is all males in all species, once they hit a certain, what would be adolescence, they start fighting. That's great. Hey. Hey. I saw one where some antelope was fighting, or some kind of thing with horns, some kind of skinny deer looking thing with horns, and they were fighting, and the goddamn lion snuck up on them while they were fighting and ate one of them. This is common behavior amongst young males of all species, right? Young males in all species gonna do this. You know what I mean? Sons, within the framework of our society, sons take it. They do an unacceptable form of this. They do a form of this that, we got guns, cool, okay, we got guns, just shoot each other. Like, they go for the gusto. They take it they push it to the limit. This is common. I try to be fair, man. Press one, man. One thing I do is I try to be fair, man. I try to be fair. Okay. Every species does this. Every species, the young boys, once they get a certain age, puberty or whatever this, puberty is in the animal world, that thing they call it musk, they start fighting each other for dominance. They start fighting each other for dominance. It just is what it is, man. All animals do this. All species do this. Okay? Zebras fighting each other and shit. You should see giraffes fighting. We got giraffes fighting. We got giraffes fighting. I want to see giraffes fight. Young male giraffes, man. But it's just about us, man. Blacks in civilized societies, man. Look at these motherfuckers. Look how they fight. Giraffes fight with their necks. These two males fighting. You can tell by the size. So yeah, this type of behavior we seeing with sun males is common. It's just that it affects everybody. They can't do it without it affecting everybody else. Sun males can't do this shit without it affecting everybody else, and that's the problem. Their little shit gotta affect everybody because of guns and because of their reckless nature, because they can shoot people that have nothing to do with it. They shoot often. They don't, you know what I mean? Their reckless behavior affects everyone in the community.
Sterling Heights and Amaju Dozier of Auburn Hills.
They are part of a group called Exit 218.
And preparing to race from the scene in the white BMW X5, detectives say is suspect Romello Johnson of Harper Woods in the orange hat.
Is part of a group called 700.
An unidentified fourth gunman was also in that white BMW, according to the chief.
These investigations was extensive. In fact, some of these suspects figure, since they don't live in our city, that maybe they can commit a crime here and then disappear to other cities and other states.
Police say during the shootout, 2 innocent bystanders were injured, one in the arm, the other in the upper abdomen. Southfield police, partnering with the FBI and other agencies, spent weeks tracking down the gunman.
One of the FBI's top priorities is focusing on preventing, investigating, and crushing violent crime.
Investigators say they use good old-fashioned detective work and advanced surveillance technology to identify the suspects and their vehicles. And on January 6th, Dozier was arrested. On Sunday, January 11th, Romello Johnson Jr. was taken into custody. And on Wednesday this week, detectives and gang task force members arrested Brown Jr. They say in his possession were these weapons, an AR pistol and a Glock handgun. Now each of these men is facing a variety of felony assault and weapons charges.
You come into our city, commit these crimes. We have some really good detectives here.
And that was Damon Fernandez reporting for us. As for the victims, the one shot in the arm is healing tonight. The other has a bullet still stuck near his heart. Doctors said it's too risky to take out.
Damn. These motherfuckers, man.
Now to this, a Detroit man is accused of killing a woman in Texas after court records show he wasn't given the drugs that he paid for.
Yeah, that shooting happened late last year at a storage facility in Houston. Local force Khalil Maycock reviewed the documents, which suggest the killing stemmed from a plan to rob a drug supplier.
These are the documents that detail why Kip Stitz is accused of killing a woman in Houston. This document shows the state of Texas charged 57-year-old Kip Stitz from Detroit with murder. He's accused of shooting and killing Sherry Dawson at a storage facility in Houston last November. This is a photo from our sister station in Houston. It shows police investigating the incident that day. The reason behind the shooting relates to a drug deal where Stitz didn't receive the supplies he paid for. A man named Matthew Jasso describes himself as the common law husband of Dawson, and he says he was the middleman for Stitz. Jasso says Stitz, who was in Texas at the time, was looking to buy cocaine. So Jasso introduced the 57-year-old to a supplier. Then Jasso says Stitz told him he was going to rob the supplier. Jasso told the supplier this, and the two of them made a plan to set up Stitz. Stitz gave the middleman $125,000 for the drugs. Jasso gave that money to the supplier and was then paid $10,000. However, no cocaine was ever given to Stitz. After this, Jasso told police that he heard through the streets that Stitz was looking for him. He also says his friend saw Stitz in the area 2 days before his common-law wife was killed. And on the day of that shooting, he told police he believes Stitz did it. That the document goes on to detail a warrant for phone records that show locations where Stitz was in Texas and how he returned to Detroit the day after the shooting. To get more on this case, I reached out to the Detroit Police Department. They told me they weren't involved and to contact the Houston Police Department or U.S. Marshals. Doing a phone call with the U.S. Marshals, they said they weren't involved either. And when I contacted the Houston Police Department, they told me they couldn't provide me a mugshot for the 57-year-old, but they are still looking for him. Reporting in Detroit, Khalil Maycock, Local 4.
His common law wife got whacked behind the bullshit. That's crazy. I think I got the video of that one from Houston. I think I got the video that Houston did about it. I think I have it somewhere. Did I save it? I didn't save it. I didn't save it. There we go.
And a woman shot and killed mid-morning at a storage facility, and police say it appears to have been an act of vengeance. Investigators say the victim was followed to the lot off the East Tex Freeway near the North Loop in November. ABC 13's Luke Jones is on this story tonight. And Luke, police recently identified a suspect, and they say this all involves a botched six-figure drug deal the victim's husband also admitted to being part of.
Yeah, of course, we know that now, but back up to 2 months ago when she was first gunned down, it all seemed so random at the time. A lot of folks wondering who would do this and why. Well, now we're learning police knew almost right from the get-go.
A story of friendship, business dealings, and double dealing outlined in court documents that all culminated in a North Houston woman's death. 33-year-old Sherry Dawson gunned down at this storage unit along the East Tex Freeway November 5th. Now, months later, police have charged a Detroit man, Kip Stitz, with murder. Stitz, police say, a friend and business associate of Dawson's common-law husband. The same day as Dawson's murder, police say her husband came forward and told them about Stitz. According to court documents, he said he introduced Stitz to a cocaine supplier, and when Stitz told him he was planning to rob the supplier, the husband of the supplier hatched a plan to steal from Stitz. Police say the husband told them about a month before the murder, Stitz paid him $125,000 for a shipment of coke, which he and the supplier never delivered. According to charging documents, the husband told investigators about 2 weeks before the murder he got word that Stitz was looking for him and that he believes his wife was killed because he stole money from Stitz. Police say surveillance video shows the victim pulling into this storage lot the morning of November 5th. She's followed through the gate by a truck police say Stitz was driving. Officers note for a whole 2 minutes, both vehicles engage in stopping, reversing, and turning around. A minute later, the victim falls to the ground. The suspect walks over to her, and a fight ensues. The victim gets up, but then falls down again, and the suspect takes off in his truck.
Listen, if I can't find you, if you take $125,000 from me, regardless of what I was going to do, I know I was going to rob the plug, and the plug was your homeboy, and y'all conspired to steal my money from me, but still, the anger that somebody gonna feel when you steal $125,000 from them would make them kill one of your loved ones. That's among street guys. That's very much easy to happen. That's a lot of fucking money.
Police pulled over a different vehicle registered to Stitz later that day, but Stitz wasn't in the car. Investigators say his phone began pinging in Detroit the next day, but 2 months later, he still hasn't been captured. Luke Jones, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
A mother is grieving the loss of her son, killed in a shooting at the Amazon fulfillment center in Bessemer.
And police are still searching for his killer. In a story you'll see first here on WVTM 13, Aaron Llewellyn spoke with her tonight. There are still some tough days ahead. Aaron.
Yeah, Guy, Carla, Tyler Alexander's mother told me it's hard to keep up with the days, and it's been hard to eat ever since she found out her son was shot and killed. She said she hadn't seen him since he left for work on Sunday, and was only able to identify him through a picture that the coroner showed her. Now she's fighting for justice and trying to keep a smile on her face, just like her son would have wanted her to.
Sophie Brown is still waiting for her son to come home.
I'm still looking for him. I'm still looking for my baby. I'm still looking for my son.
The last time she saw her son, Tyler Alexander, was when he walked out the door on Sunday night.
He hugged me before he went like he always. And I said, okay, I love you, see you later.
But in her gut, she knew something didn't feel right.
He came back. He said, Mom, I forgot my shoes. He left out the door. A few minutes later, 10 minutes, I said, Tyler, what you doing now? He said, Mama, I left my phone. He said, I don't know what I'm avoiding, but I'm avoiding something.
Brown told me she always had her alarm set at 3:30 in the morning to make sure Alexander had something to eat when he got off after working 12 hours overnight.
Most recently, it was the chicken and waffles and the Philly cheesesteak. I wanted to make sure he got home safely. If it was raining, I'd say, hey, be careful, don't drive fast.
After waking up to several missed calls and text messages from her daughter,
I knew something had to be wrong.
She opened Facebook and saw her son laying on the ground, dead, in the parking lot of the Bessemer Amazon Fulfillment Center.
People are so insensitive to post a deceased person just to get likes. To see my son deceased, it was heartbreaking. It's a memory I would never forget.
Now, she's demanding justice for her only son.
I feel like I failed him because I wasn't there to protect him. Anything that he needed from me, Mama was there. He'll say, Sophie. He knows Sophie had his back, but I didn't have his back that night.
Brown doesn't know why he was killed, but she hopes he will be remembered for his smile and bubbly personality and love for kids and animals.
He was a great guy. And they took my heart from me. Part of my heart they took from me. I'll never get him back.
Now, you heard about Alexander's love for animals. His mom told me a story of how he saw a dog on the side of the road just a few months ago and brought it back home. She said he took the dog to 2 different humane societies before finding one who was willing to treat it. Now, Brown says that's just the kind of son that she had. Now, to honor Alexander's life, Amazon says that it planted a tree in his memory in the Amazon rainforest. Now, Brown told me her son was a student at Lawson State Community College and was studying to be a nurse.
Wow. That's deep. That is so deep, man. That is such a heartbreaking story, man. Wow. Let's see what this this Arab, man. This desert demon did, man.
New details involving an alleged sexual assault. Police tell us the suspect attacked her over the weekend. The alleged victim, a teenage girl, and she says it all started at a bus stop. Our Kelly Rule reports.
27-year-old Jonathan John behind bars tonight after Philadelphia police say a brave 16-year-old girl called them for help just before 9 p.m. Saturday at B and Rockland Streets in North Philadelphia as John was inside a convenience store. According to the victim, John offered her a ride as she was waiting for a bus on Allegheny Avenue at 2 p.m., but never took her to her destination.
Hours in that car, she must have been very, very frightened. She repeatedly asked to go to her destination, and he repeatedly denied her, threatened to pistol whip her.
Police say during that nearly 7-hour terrifying drive, John also sexually assaulted the girl. Police quickly responded after she called 911.
It just so happens that once he arrived here, the investigators noticed that he had on a very distinctive red windbreaker, which was in correlation to an earlier job we had.
Once in custody, police say they were able to pinpoint John as the suspect in an abduction earlier in the day around 10 a.m. on Cedar Street. That victim, a 15-year-old girl, said she met a man that went by John on social media, and he arranged to meet on the premise of a job opportunity and bringing her food. But instead, police say he pulled her into his car, and after driving a few blocks, she escaped when he tried to go inside a store.
Definitely concerning predatory behavior. Like I said, I'm very happy he's off the street. He's pretty much going out there on encountering these juveniles with a purpose. So my fear is that there may be additional victims.
According to online records in the district attorney's office, there are previous victims. In 2016, the DA's office says he was arrested for rape of an adult, but the charges were withdrawn. In 2023, he was charged with rape in a case that involved 2 victims. The case went to a jury trial, and he was found not guilty and acquitted. Then in February of 2025, court documents say a victim told investigators John held her at knife point on West Russell Street, demanded money, and sexually assaulted her. The DA's office says despite months of outreach with that victim, when it came time for the trial, she chose to withdraw from the process and could not be reached by their office or PPD after extensive efforts. And less than 2 months ago, on December 2nd, 2025, they had to withdraw the charges, and John was released from prison.
The DNA evidence alone was not enough for us to meet our burden without a survivor coming forward to explain that DNA was not a result of a consensual act.
They're tough cases, especially when you have someone who appears to be targeting and preying on vulnerable people who are out to target and to be predatory like this. They sometimes get away with it for a while. We want to do everything we can right now to make sure this one does not get away with it ever again, and that he gets the very serious consequences he deserves.
The DA's office told me today they do expect to have strong evidence in these recent cases, including DNA evidence and surveillance video. John is being held on $750,000 bond with a detainer, which keeps him in custody. Jason.
All right, Kelly Rule, thank you very much.
Wow. Let's get to X, man. X, man, is where it's at, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Everybody, this black folk are wilding on X, man. Well, a lot of liberals are wilding, but black men voted 80% for Kamala Harris. Press 1. Don't ever forget that, man. Don't ever forget that right now, man. Black men voted 80% for Kamala Harris. 80% of black men, voted for Kamala Harris. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Don't fucking push me. You're taking him before I can take a phone number from him?
You need to stop.
You need to stop kidnapping people off the fucking street.
100%.
You just dragged him away when I'm trying to call his family for him.
You're making an arrest. You need to stay
Show
back
me your
from my
arrest
head.
warrant then. Show me your arrest warrant.
I don't need to show you
Yeah,
anything.
because you're a
not,
liar.
You're not an interested party. You have no right to see that.
Stop!
So-
You guys are kidnapping people off the fucking street.
We good?
Yep. Yeah, because what? Because someone came over to help them, you have to rush and get them in the fucking car?
You're being obnoxious in the lady.
Not being obstructive. You're being obnoxious.
This is 100%. 100%.
You guys have no conscience.
Yep.
If you're doing something right, take your mask off then. Yeah, you cowards.
And unmarked cars.
Look at me. I was trying to help them and you have to hurry up and get out of here? F you. Watch out.
Are these more people in unmarked cars? Yep. Yep. Just trying to like run us over.
Yeah.
Like it's just all these vehicles, just unmarked cars.
Yeah, show your face if you're not a fucking coward. You're doing something with this lawful. Show your face. Get out of our fucking city. Yeah, get the hell out. Go find a job that you can feel good about.
No kidding.
If you're proud of your job, take your fucking mask off.
Seriously.
It's disgusting.
White women, man. I mean, white women, man. Of course, we're gonna talk more about black women tonight, but it's right there. Like, there's no way you can deny seeing that, man. White women are absolutely, positively batshit crazy. They're doing this with this kid. Now, the thing about it is they all know the real story. ICE pulled up on them. The father ran, abandoned his kid. ICE took the kid in, took care of him. A great thing, man. Great fucking event. Such a great day to play baseball. And now they're acting as if, oh, they detained a 5-year-old. And they're all lying. They all know it's not true. This is insanity, man. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about them fighting back in the old days or airing it. There's nothing you can do, man, about this about this Democrat media. You really can't do anything. They just get to lie with impunity. Nothing ever happens. And this stuff right here, although it might not, moderates might be against it and Republicans, but this does energize their base. This energizes their base. It gets them up and at them, like feeling empowered. So they say this 5-year-old boy was arrested, even though we know that's not what happened. They're still running with it.
So now ICE is using a 5-year-old boy. A 5-year-old boy. They took him and used him to lure his father out. And now they've detained them both. The family doesn't know where.
They took him to lure his father out. Ma'am, that's not what happened at all. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There they are. This is the worst of the damn worst. This is not humanity in Minnesota, folks. If you can look at this 5-year-old and actually with a straight face still support and be silent in the face of what the Trump administration and Kristi Noem is doing, I just can't even believe this is America. I will not vote for a damn penny to Kristi Noem or ICE in this Congress. This is a time where we should all be outraged. If this doesn't pierce through your humanity as a Republican member of Congress, you can't speak out about this, then you've got no humanity left.
Unbelievable. I mean, to spread these lies about this 5-year-old kid, knowing that they're lies, knowing it's all been debunked, knowing that to still be spreading the lie. These people are dangerous, man. These Democrats are dangerous. Okay? We're talking about a dangerous group of people, man. A dangerous group of people. So we got another Black Panther group showing up. These is the Hood Panthers. Another Black Panther group showing up. It's like 6, 7 Black Panther groups that all are like, we came up with the name first or whatever the fuck.
Our stance is, for illegals. We're not gonna step in front of that. That's not our fight. That has nothing to do with us. We're not gonna step into that fight and going through the community defending somebody that we didn't even want to be here.
That's his dad. You want nappy hair? You want nappy hair? Oh wow, I've seen this before. Asian kids in Asia, they try to get nappy hair. Oh wow. Wow. Nice haircut, man. That's a nice cut, man. I saw some Asian kids doing that and Black people were complaining. Black people were complaining. Black women with yaki were complaining. Liberals, one thing about liberals though, I will give them this. People still believe them when they open their mouths. Like, I'm at the point, man, where nothing the liberals say, I don't believe one word coming out of a liberal's mouth. If a liberal says it, I automatically think it's a lie. There are a lot of people in America that it's like Groundhog's Day. Every day they give the liberals the new benefit of the doubt. Press 1 if you know people like that. Every day they just wake up and give liberals the new benefit of the doubt. A fresh day, a clean slate. I don't believe anything. Like this woman, I don't even know what she's saying, but I know she's lying because she's a liberal. She looks like a liberal. She looks like a boomer liberal. Salute to Eric S, man. He says, thought about what you said last night. These low testosterone men and these hormonal imbalanced women scare the crap out of. Yeah, these people are scary, man. They're not scary in a way like, okay, walking through a bad neighborhood scary. They're scary in a way of like terrorism scary. Like they commit an act of terrorism. You know what I mean? Like, because these people are nuts.
If the government is not meeting the needs of its people, there's something wrong, right? We're seeing things happen that have never happened before. This isn't.
No. The only thing that hasn't happened is people showing up to where ICE is and harassing them, interfering. Everything ICE is doing has been done before. The interference is the part that we haven't seen before. That's the only part we haven't seen before, man.
Like it was in the 40s and 50s. This is authoritarian.
She says it's not like it was in the 40s and 50s during segregation. When Black people hated segregation so much. Modern black people look at segregation like it was, such a bad thing. But this liberal white woman gets to say, it's not like it was back in the 30s and 40s. But if Donald Trump says, make America great again, oh my God, they want to go back to the 30s and 40s. She just said, it's not like it used to be in the 30s and 40s. Wasn't that a bad time for black people? I guess, right? Supposedly, we've debunked that. We've debunked that thoroughly here at this channel. We've debunked that thoroughly at this channel. We've debunked that thoroughly at this channel, man. We've debunked that thoroughly. You niggas was living good in the 30s and the 40s. You niggas had no worries unless you attacked a white woman. If you didn't attack a white woman, you had no worries, none. None. You had nary a worry. As long as you don't attack a white woman, you were Gucci.
Has made its way into every single nook and cranny of our government. They are kidnapping people. They are illegally deporting American citizens.
Going into American citizens' homes without warrant.
Minneapolis, where they shot Miss Good. They're shooting people. They're blinding people. All kinds of really, really bad things are happening. And it's not a question of right or left. I don't care what party you belong to. It's a question of right or wrong, right?
This dumbass old white lady sitting here with this weak ass speech.
And I think lines are being crossed, and it's enough.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, you old hag. You old hag. You old hag. Oh, Lord. Stephen A. Smith talking politics again, man. Stephen A. Smith talking politics again. Everybody hit the like button, smash that like button, sponsor the show, support the channel. We demonetized on the live streams are demonetized on YouTube. Sponsor the show, support the channel. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. This is just a warm-up, man. Stephen A. But this is actually kind of like in line with it. Like, why are black people like this? That's the question I'm posing tonight. Why are black people like that? I got to put a poll up in a minute. Why are black people like this? Why are blacks acting like they want this whole situation to be about them? They can't just sit back and watch.
Gavin Newsom. Respectfully, what are you doing? You're the governor of the state of California in the United States of America. Why are you over in Davos, Switzerland, talking to folks and speaking negatively about the president of the United States? I have no problem with Gavin Newsom being candid and open about his feelings about our president on United States soil. To go over to another country, Switzerland, to go over there and to be in the presence of other European leaders speaking against the president of the United States. I'm not down with that. Y'all might be, I'm not down with that at all. Say whatever you want here as a governor from the opposite side of the aisle of a state in the United States on American soil, fine. But I'm one of those people, when we go somewhere else, it's America first. You know, our problems, yeah, our problems. But we ain't taking dirty laundry outside. You don't go on a world stage to disrespect your own house, which is the United States of America. I don't like that at all. Not even a little bit.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, is he going to apologize in a few days for saying that? Is he going to stand on that? Is Roland Martin going to call him up and be like, hey, man, Gavin Newsom is one of our allies, man. You need to go out there and apologize for what you talked to Gavin Newsom, man. Yeah, I mean, listen. Very impressive from Stephen A. Smith, but he'll be apologizing in a few days. Or he'll come back with something ridiculously liberal. He want to balance the scale, so he's gonna go off on some Republicans who did something and go hard and on them and try to play the middle. He's gonna try to play the middle. Yeah, they arrested her. They found her. Now, they got her under arrest, right? I think it's a $2 million bond, right? So that means the first court date won't be until this woman right here. I don't think anything's gonna happen to her, man. I'm not convinced. I just feel like she's gonna escape. I told y'all about Don Lemon the other day. Who press one if you remember when I told you Don Lemon was gonna escape. I don't know if I think this woman's gonna escape too. I think this woman is gonna escape too. I think this woman is gonna escape too. I think she's gonna escape, man. I think, yeah, they got her in jail. They're gonna lock her up. But I don't think she does any time. I don't think she does a day in jail. I don't think she does a day in jail. A day in prison. I don't think she does a day. I don't think she does a day in jail, a day in prison.
And again, it's one of many emails that I have received from these MAGA supporters, from people who have a problem with the fact that we came into the church to confront an injustice, and do not have a problem with the fact that you have an ICE director, not just an ICE agent, as some people have said.
And this is another thing of Republicans. They got to continually hammer home that it doesn't matter that he works for ICE. He gets to work for ICE and be a preacher. He gets to work for ICE and be a pastor. He gets to work for ICE and be the fucking the Father John or whatever. He gets to work for ICE and be a cleric. There's nothing he can't do because he works for ICE. And I hear this being said a lot of what she's saying, and I hear very few Republicans saying, hey, wait a second. Him working for ICE does not disqualify him from holding any other position. ICE is a noble profession. ICE is just like working for the DEA or the ATF or the CIA or the FBI. He's a federal employee of the United States. But I think Republicans, they let that fly, and people like it's just assumed that, hey man, it was okay because he worked for ICE. Like if the preacher worked for ICE, we get to act like assholes. If the preacher worked for ICE, we get to act like assholes. No, I'm waiting for the Republicans to be like, no. The preacher can work for ICE. That's a noble job. That's a great job. And you don't get to protest just because someone works for ICE. You find out somebody's working for ICE. Because this is a slippery slope now that it's kind of like been like okay that like, hey, yeah, okay, well, if somebody worked for ICE, we get to show up at their job and harass them. No, that's totally unacceptable, man. Republicans got to get their messaging right, man. They're winning off the strength of Trump, but the messaging is lousy. The messaging is lousy, man. The messaging is lousy. Salute to Crystal, man. She says for being a bum for not contributing. Salute to you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, man. You ain't no bum for not contributing, man. Oh, every donation counts, man. It all counts, man. Salute to you. Everything counts, man. But yeah, because when I watch TV, it's like, oh well, did he work for ICE? Did the guy work for ICE? Like it's almost like we got to prove that he didn't work for ICE to try to like make it seem like what they did was wrong. No, you can't show up at. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think? Think about the balls on this lady. Think about the fucking kahunas on this lady. Who the fuck does she think she is?
Dumb bitch. So that's what someone wrote to me. And again, it's one of many emails that I have received from these MAGA supporters, from people who have a problem with the fact that we came into the church to confront an injustice, and do not have a problem with the fact that you have an ICE director, not just an ICE agent, as some people have said, but the director of the ICE field office in the state of Minnesota, also serving as a pastor at City's Church in St. Paul. Someone help me understand how it's possible to hold both roles with integrity, with honor.
Bitch, fuck you. He's ICE and he's the pastor. Fuck you. You don't get to fucking harass him. You don't get to show up to his job. We don't give a fuck what you think about it. ICE is a great profession. The men and women of ICE are great Americans. Fuck you. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck does she think she is? Like who the fuck made her? Well, I get to determine if you work for ICE, you can't have this job too. And if you have this other job, I get to come up there and harass you. Who the fuck does this woman think she is? I thought y'all was the most unprotected. I thought y'all had it the worst. I thought it was so hard to be a black woman. You see, you got a lot of balls for people that's allegedly got the worst hand in American history. Y'all got a lot of fucking kahunas, man.
Because the gospel that I believe in, the foundation, says that we are to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Now contrast that gospel message to what we have been seeing by ICE and the terrorism that they have engaged in on the streets of St. Paul, Minneapolis, and surrounding suburbs, and including outstate Minnesota, where they kicked in the man's door and came in with big guns and took him out. And then NPR reported that when he got to the detention facility, they took trophy photos with him, like he was a slave or an animal that they caught out in the wild.
No, like not like he was a slave or an animal, like he was a target that they caught. You gotta understand, man, a lot of these people are bad guys, man. And you know that too, but you don't give a fuck. These guys are bad guys. I would take a trophy photo with a fucking pedophile. If I caught a pedophile that been fucking little kids, I would love, I couldn't wait till we got him off the street. Because I know he's never going to see the light of day again. I want to be known as the person who takes that guy off the street.
And he wasn't the only one that they did that to. So somebody tell me, how is it acceptable for David Easterwood to be a pastor when he is condoning this kind of conduct?
Who the fuck are you, lady? Who the fuck do you think you are? She's the arbiter of who can have what job and when they can have this job and what they can do when they have this job, and she's the arbiter of morality and all this shit. Who the fuck does this lady think she is? This is madness, man. This woman really thinks that she's like in charge of something. I mean, a lot, not something. She thinks she's in charge of a lot. She thinks if she sees something she don't like, she can just go out there and I don't want to hear nothing about marginalization. Marginalized people don't act like this. Press 1. Oppressed people don't act like this. Oppressed people do not act like this. This is not the behavior of people who are scared of a king or of a despot or of a fascist ruler. This is not the way people behave. We see it all over the world. When people are afraid of a fascist ruler that's just kidnapping people and disappearing them and men with masks and all this, they don't act like this. Yeah, I mean, she's not only self-appointed, but she's like, she deputized herself to come into action. She's not just calling out the behavior. She's gonna walk up in the church with her mob and she's gonna stand on it. Even afterwards, when everybody say, hey man, you're dead wrong. You're facing this, and this. She gonna keep standing on it. Like, fuck y'all. I have the right to, if I see, if someone works for ICE, I get to go up to the other job and harass them. Because they're morally, that's wrong, and you're supposed to love your neighbor, and if you stand for that, you can't. Like, who the fuck? What the fuck? Let's see if we get 10 people to take the challenge right now. 10 people to take the challenge right now, man. Let's see if we get 10 people to sponsor the show, man. 10 people to sponsor the show, man. We cooking up here, man. We cooking, man. If 10 people that are enjoying the program will sponsor the show right now. Let's see if we get 10 people that are enjoying the program to sponsor the show right now. Let's see if we get 10 people that yeah, man. Listen, man. I don't think anybody's saying that. Who the fuck does she think she is? And if she thinks she's that, I don't want to hear nothing about marginalization, nothing about the black woman got to work twice. No, you don't. You just say you see something you don't like and you just storm the fucking places and fucking start kicking people out and telling people what they can't do. That man, whoever that man is, he hasn't come out and done an interview. He's scared. Was it David Easterwood, the guy who's allegedly the ICE executive from Minnesota? He's in hiding. Has anybody here seen an interview with him? Has anybody in here seen a tweet from him? That guy's in hiding from this bitch. He's in hiding from her. Think about that. That guy's in hiding from that woman. We haven't seen that man.
And not just condoning it through his silence when it comes to addressing it publicly with our community, but the fact that he was referenced in the lawsuit that was filed by the ACLU in December on behalf of 6 residents, calling out the retaliatory and abusive tactics by ICE. And you know what David said in that lawsuit? There is no evidence that this is going on. It's the protesters and their aggression that's at fault. We are asking City's Church to operate in truth and integrity and the true meaning of the gospel, and to recognize that David Easterwood's dual role as a pastor and as the director of the ICE office is a most definite conflict of interest, and it cannot stand.
Yo, that is absolutely crazy, man. Wow. So much AI online. God. Why are y'all like this, man? Why are you like this? Why are y'all like this? Black people, why are y'all like this?
Don't come to Minnesota because you will fuck around and find out. We stand in unity. Yes, we don't always agree. And yes, there are racial tensions. But what you see is the community standing together of many nations, ages, sizes, backgrounds, colors. We are standing together, and we are not afraid of you, Trump. Come again, and you'll fuck around and find out. We will continue to fight. We will not go back to slavery. You will not take us back to Jim Crow. Our ancestors fought too hard and bled too much and died too long for you to take us back as a nation. You see that they don't care who they kill. They're killing white women. This is not a color line anymore. This is about the have and have nots. When as a nation is this okay? We are all immigrants. The only people who own this land are Native Americans. My people. I am Native American and I'm African American. And I'll tell you what, we were stolen human beings, brought to this land and built it. How dare you come and tell other human beings they don't belong on this land? Today, we got justice for Nakima and Chantel. They are coming to your homes. They're kidnapping your children. And it's not just black people. It's not just Somalians. It's not Latinos. It's not even Asians. It's going to be all of you. New world order. You better get ready to fight for your democracy and your freedom.
Yo, these women are absolutely, positively not oppressed. Not oppressed in the least bit. Not oppressed in the least bit.
asking the police to remove me from public.
You probably might go to jail.
I'm gonna go to jail.
Possibly.
She's literally asking the police to remove me from public property.
All right, you guys need to move
Why?
over here, First Amendment area.
Yeah, this is a First Amendment area.
You don't have a permit here. They do.
Yeah, so what does the permit
it's
do?
time to leave.
I want my rights to be respected. I'm
are-
allowed to be on public property.
Here is our First Amendment area, number 5,
Yeah.
for small groups and counter protesters.
Yeah.
You're a small group,
No, I'm not.
and you're a counter.
I'm media.
Are you here with this group?
I'm here with media.
You need to move.
They're thanking them for writing me
Let's
a ticket.
go. You're
for...
being detained for a ticket. Over here. You're on federal land. I'm a federal officer.
Yes, great.
So you're getting a federal ticket.
Okay, great. I can't wait to fight this. The liberals here in St. Augustine, Florida, are cheering because this guy is trying to kick me off of public property.
No. You get to stand here.
No.
On federal public property.
Public.
Where
You
we
notice you
tell
said
you
public?
to be.
You don't
Okay.
get to tell me which
I
public
do.
property I
I'm with
can
the
be
National
at.
Park Service.
Yeah. Tell me
We
how this is
designate
private
First
property.
Amendment area. I'm sorry
This
that
is
you
my
don't know
First
the rules
Amendment.
and regulations. I'm sorry.
Oh man, this is gonna be good.
Do you have anything with your ID on?
No,
Okay, get your mic out of my face.
I'm allowed to do this. This is my first.
You're not allowed to stick your mic in my face. So step back and get it out of my face.
So here's the thing. I am on public property. He just admitted I was on public property. This is not permitted to turn this space into private property. You guys cannot do this. We have been over this in Florida with 3 different police departments. 3. I love
Content for you.
more.
Disobey-
Did you say more content
Yeah,
for me?
more
Thank
content.
you.
Disobeying a lawful order is your ticket.
What lawful order was that?
I directed you to go from there
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah. And you think that was lawful?
And you refused my lawful order.
Yeah. So that was lawful, huh?
So this is United States District Court violation notice. It's a $500 forfeiture, $30 processing fee.
Very cool.
Total collateral is $530.
What was the lawful order that you
He didn't tell me.
He didn't tell you?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a local journalist here. Actually, why don't you go ask him? You're a journalist. Go ask him. Go ask him. So you asked what lawful order I disobeyed.
And he couldn't tell me, he said.
Ugh.
Woman. Okay, y'all got me. I found a video of Charlie Kirk spewing hate, and he was being racist towards a black woman. So I got to share it, just like how I share everything else.
How are you? What a beautiful kid that is. What a gift from God.
She truly is. She is the biggest blessing. Something that has me like on the fence of whether or not I go kind of like full or like conservative or moderate. It's just seeing how
Give it up. That is a gift from the Lord, everybody.
That was the person y'all said that was racist and hated black people. I don't know about y'all, but you can't turn hate on or off. And a racist person would never call you and your family beautiful. Like, that's who y'all said hated black people. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, the more I go down this rabbit hole, the more I just get like re-pissed off all over again. Cause I just get like the videos of folks celebrating and all of that just come back in my head. And the people who were saying, I'm celebrating because he hated black people. I'm celebrating because he was racist to us. And I come across videos like that and I'm like, huh? Like, and I already know somebody gonna say that was just a clip. You contradicting yourself because this whole time I've been preaching full context. Don't go off clips. And I just went off of a clip of him showing love to a black woman. But the point is, you cannot turn hate in your heart for somebody or for a group that y'all say on or off. If you hate a group, you're going to stand 10 toes on that. And that man show would have stood 10 toes on something if he actually hated something. But all of a sudden in this situation, he sees this beautiful family of this mom and kid, and he's going to call them beautiful and a gift from God. And you trying to sit here and tell me that he hated black people and trying to tell me that he was racist to black people. All right.
Interesting, man. A little late, but that brother's coming around on Charlie Kirk. A little late. Let's see what's going on the ground in Minneapolis, man. Yeesh.
I'm in the gas. Get back. Gas is coming. Gas is coming. Second warning. We're filling you. Gas on Bill, Savino. Third warning. Gas on Bill. Gas. Piece of shit. You just got back. Get back. Sam, I have it. Sam, back up. The green stuff. This way. The green stuff is super carcinogenic. Yep. Guys. Guys, don't breathe the green stuff. It's so dangerous.
No. These people, what a great life to be able to go out, protest all day, act like a jackass, get exercise, feel like you're some fucking tough guy because you're going at I guess gangsters or whatever. But you need the police. All these fucking soft beta men that are down there, they need the police. And the police is like, hey man, nice night, guys. I just got a call from my baby mama, man. I gotta roll out. So you rest of you guys have a great night. And that was just black men with white men. Think about it. These people, the same cops that they're yelling at, are the only reason they get to be in the streets. The only reason they get to be in the streets. The only reason they get to go anywhere. It's such a sick dynamic here going on, man. There's so many sick dynamics going on. The only reason these cowards get to be in the streets is because the cops are there. You don't have to, no responsibilities. People just chat GBT and AI everything. And then one of them gets shot in the face and they act like the world's coming to an end. Only one of them got shot in the face. Looking at these types of videos, man, why are people... See, this is the thing about Republicans. The message is so bad. Republicans should be lauding how great it is that with all this protesting, that more protesters haven't been injured. Press 1. Republicans, and I'm talking about elected officials, Republicans, influencer Republicans. They need to change the narrative to how great, what a magnificent job these ICE agents are doing. People constantly run them up on them, spitting on them, pushing them, shoving them while they're in the middle of their work. And one person got shot. See, if I was a Republican strategist, man, I don't know if they would do the things that I say, but because they might not do that type of stuff because there's obviously a reason they're not, right? There's obviously a reason that they're not doing this type of stuff. But maybe they know something we don't know. Maybe they feel like if we, maybe they don't want to push too hard. I don't know what's going on. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Look at this. And they all look like that. They all look like this. Shout out to Void Surfer, man. He says Joker didn't drop that much gas in 1989 Batman. Crazy. He said USC girls lost. Iowa won tonight, man. I saw the end of that game in overtime. Gotta do a video on that tomorrow, man, about the Iowa game. Look at this woman. Look at her, man. Just look at this woman. No way we can allow women like this to have power. She doesn't know what a woman is. She thinks she should be able to, if your kid wants to be trans, she thinks she should be able to coach your kid into being trans and hide it from you. She thinks she should be able to, give your kid puberty blockers and sneak him fucking chest binders or whatever, or all that tuck shit at school and hide it from you as the parent. These people are crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This, you know what? Look at this woman, man.
That.
You offered to take him and you saw ICE agents drive away
Yes.
with a 5-year-old boy.
Yes. And then I held another community member in their front yard sobbing.
Liam's mother was inside the house.
Did they, when you asked them why they were doing that, did they say anything, talk to you?
So, I don't remember if they did say anything back to me. There was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of people, making a commotion. And so all I can speak to is the part that specifically that I heard and my response
Sorry,
to
to
that.
clarify, Liam's mother was inside the house.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
Did
and the
she
question,
say she wanted her child? Was she clearly, obviously saying, just leave him with me?
Again, I was not at that door when that was, as they were putting him in the vehicle and leaving.
question for Mark. DHS officials have said that the father abandoned this child. How does that differ from what your understanding is? You said that they were being held at Dilley. What is your understanding of the conditions in which they're being held? Do you know if Adrian Conejo Arias has any sort of criminal record to speak of? I understand you were saying he was in the asylum process.
Sure, I'll take those in reverse order. To my knowledge, I looked through the Minnesota criminal database and found.
Look at this fucking guy. You can't let these people run the country, man. When they get power again, man, they're locking everybody up. They're gonna throw everybody in jail, man, and they're gonna silence people on Twitter. You done talking on social media, crazy. You are done talking crazy on social media when they get back in power. He said women who don't wear burqas in public get rocks thrown at them. Just think about how crazy that is. To want to bring these people, this culture to your women who don't wear burqas get rocks thrown at them in public. Just think about that. Like, the men have no problem throwing rocks at women. American men are not like that. American men are not like that. If you throw a rock at a woman, a lot of men around men, a lot of men are going to check you, man. If you're a man and you throw a rock at a woman, other men are going to check you. Press 1. Other men are going to check you. And that woman's going to check you because she has the right to check you. If an American man throws a rock at an American woman, that shit gonna make the fucking news, man. It might not be the lead, but that shit is going to make the news. That shit's going to make the rounds. You hear about that story? That dude threw that rock at that woman? Over there, it's just normal. If a woman's doing something you don't like, you just hit her upside the head with a rock. And she can't say a word about it. She can't say a word about it. And they wanted to import this shit. We're literally having to save these people from themselves. Salute to Deluxe. 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Coming through once again. We're sitting here having to save these women from themselves. We have to save them from themselves. We have to fucking save these dumb broads from themselves. Because they're trying to import they're trying to literally port as many these motherfuckers over here as they can. Well, we're fighting to save them from themselves.
من صباح نحن هون ما أم تشوف يعني أنت؟ أنا جديد وصلت لهون. إيه. من صباح نحن هون ما أم تشوف يعني أنت؟ أنا جديد وصلت لهون. إيه.
Think about how barbaric these Muslim men are. She's standing in a crowd of kids. I want you to think about this. How barbaric their society is and how different it is from ours, right? She's standing in a crowd of children. And the men are still throwing big ass jagged rocks at her. They don't give a fuck if they hit the children. These are barbarians, man. Yo, these are barbarians. She's surrounded by like 20 children, and they're still throwing big ass jagged rocks at her. Like, fuck that, dude. Fuck the children. This bitch ain't got no burqa on. Fuck that shit. Yeah. He said, I don't know where it is, somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. Somewhere out there.
Same pussy nigga right here that robbed me. This is where you work at. Look, this is where you work at. Nigga robbed me. He thought it was low. He lucky we ain't squeeze on him yet. Look at him. Look at him. Nigga was playing tough with me. I'm right here, blood. Any problem you got with me, I'm right here, son. We could figure it out. Crack your knuckles, boy. Because just know I'm not fighting. You heard?
Jesus, great.
My name is Bashir Hussein. I am a 20-year-old U.S. citizen from Minneapolis, Minnesota. On December 10th, 2025, during my lunch break, I was violently arrested by federal immigration agents. I repeatedly told the agents that I'm a U.S. citizen and I had my ID and passport. Instead, the agents ignored my pleas and forced me to the ground and placed me in a headlock.
Long story short, this motherfucker asking for $50K on GoFundMe for being for having PTSD because of violent arrest from ICE. The stupid motherfucker's gonna give it to him. Let's see this system, man. What this system talking about? Salute to everybody out there, man. I dropped the link, man. Let's see, man. Woo! Somewhere out there. Somewhere out there.
I believe for the rest of my life, I'll be doing the Lord's work. I'm going to make sure no black person is a Democrat ever again. I hope you got enough common sense and critical thinking to understand what's going on right now. I'm about to give you all the facts. Every day I think I'm going to come on here and tell you what these clowns have done to you. Can you just notice that they never got a solution for you and they always calling you a victim? That's number one. You always need Medicaid. You always need food stamps. You always need government assistance. Why? Why you can't need a job? Why you can't need an education? Why you can't need a better job? Why you can't need a house? Why you can't need a better car? Why you can't need better things than motherfucking government assistance? Lyndon Johnson said he gonna have these niggas voting for Democrats for the next 200 years because that's how goofy you is. They filibustered the Civil Rights Act. It was the last record they had in Congress. They took men out of your homes. They would rather them be homosexual than to be a man in a home raising a family. Do y'all not see this? They claim to be Christians, but do everything against God. Are y'all Christians? I do not understand what's happening. Do you believe God's word or do you make it fit to your lifestyle? I do not understand what's going on. Was the dashikis not enough? When they walk their ass out there with dashikis on and your ass ain't never been to Africa. But they thought the dashiki was unity for you. They play in your damn face. They play in your face and you let them do it. You let them work up your emotions. You let them build fear. What happened to us being slaves now? We supposed to be slaves 6 months into Trump presidency and all locked up in concentration camps. These niggas is it.
This cult is that's too strong, man. You're muted.
They do have a hold on us. You're right. There's a strong hold on. And look, we're stupid too, though. Like blacks are stupid too, though. Like
Yeah.
that's a huge part of it. Like let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. I almost got in trouble today at work, man. I was about to get it in. Like the sister was just talking smack. I guess my superintendent, he did some crazy shit. You know, he did a hit and run. So he's on leave now. So, you know, I didn't know like the school, they pay your insurance, they give you a car. So he kept using the vehicle. So he did a hit and run. He's not supposed to be using the school vehicle. He's supposed to be using, you know, his personal car. But whatever. And she brought out Trump, like whatever comes in the light. He was doing shady stuff. So I'm like, oh boy. It's a cult, man. This shit's strong, man.
It's stupid. Blacks are hopeless.
All my students, my students that's like, they all like 3 years graduating. Sometimes they follow me on IG. They're brainwashed, man. This shit is strong, man. I just hope we can. This is a band-aid right now. We just got to keep it going because I'm telling you, if they win, fuck.
Yeah, that's for sure. People going to jail. Like, listen, so many fucking conservatives are going to jail. How many ICE agents are going to jail? Like, they're gonna lock ICE agents up for like, you know, misconduct or some shit like something. They're gonna come with something, you know, lock them up. You're not gonna see him in the home. You're not gonna see random judges veto and shit. You're gonna see people going straight to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like the Republicans, that's what Republicans gotta take it seriously, man, because they're going to prison if the Democrats get in line. And I think they sleep. One thing, I don't know how you sleep on them though. I don't know how you take them lightly. They've recreated 2020 all over again.
Yeah, because they think they're not going to win. You can't take them lightly, man. They're going hard on the pace.
Yeah. They've recreated 2020 all over again. This is 2020 without COVID. This is fucking police ICE. Defund the police, abolish ICE. Defund the police. It's the same shit. They came back with the same place.
He goes on there and he straight up says, it's white people. White people, bro. I did this because they're white and they have white privilege. And they're dripping in their white privilege and they don't understand it. And that's why we went there to terrorize their children. He just straight up he says it. So again, to the metaphor of like you doing this to a mosque, if you were stupid enough to go out and say, yeah, I'm doing this because they're brown or because I don't like Middle Eastern people, and you just go on your podcast and say, dude, you'd be cooked. You'd be done forever, bro. You'd never see your children again. You'd be finished. What? Again, like I'm lucky I mean, it's a gift from God to have such stupid enemies, but.
Yeah. And well, in terms of Jennifer Welsh, whatever her name is, I've said that to me, she looks a bit like, and I don't mean this as an insult, it's just true. I think she looks a bit like Willem Dafoe's trans older brother, or like maybe if the Joker escaped Arkham and then became trans and started a podcast, it's a little bit what she looks like. But again, it's just a description. I mean, as an insult. And in terms of Don Lemon, it is pretty amazing that he, just goes right. Like maybe he has some kind of argument he could try to make that, well, I didn't intend this. I didn't know it was happening. This was not racially motivated. I was like, he could have tried that, but instead he just goes out in public like, yeah, it's about white people. I hate white people. And so the consequences are very clear. But keep in mind, I mean, these are people, again, You go back to 2020. I mean, they were storming police stations in the middle of cities and burning them to the ground with no concern about any consequences at all. This is what they're used to. I mean, they're coming from a world where, hey, we can like burn entire city blocks to the ground and throw cement blocks at cops, and most of us won't go to jail. That's what they're thinking. And so in that context, like, well, we could burn a police station to the ground and not have any consequences. So, like, of course we could just storm a church. I mean, that's nothing compared to that. But I think they're so that, you know, that's kind of the effing around part that they.
That is true. I mean, Seattle, they took over that whole, what's that shit called? That area they called Chop or some shit. They took over that whole downtown area of Seattle, and they gave it to them. Remember? It was like, all right, y'all can have this.
Yeah, KB would definitely know.
Chop. They just took that shit, and then they were like, police, like they wouldn't let the police or EMTs in there. They wanted to be fully self-sufficient. And the police station was within there. The police station and all the paperwork and everything and all the files, they just went in there and took all that. Like, yeah, this what they're doing is nothing. I will say that. What they've done so far is nothing, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Until this is like radical for whatever they're doing, they want this whole world thinking the same. They just want to let it burn, and we can't let that happen, man. This is going to be scary.
They want communism, man. You said
Chaz.
Chaz. They want communism. They want taxes. They want
They want it. Pause. They want that hard. Like, if they get it, that's it. This is over.
They want power, and the only way they can keep power is by not letting other people have freedom. Like, they want to get power and then consolidate it and codify it. Because that lady in Virginia, that mayor, that governor in Virginia, day one. Did you see what she did? The first thing she did day one in office?
No, what she do?
I'll get to that in a minute. Hold on, let me just play this real quick.
And the one idea is how we are going to exterminate white people, because that, in my estimation, is the only conclusion I have come to. We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet to solve this problem. Now, I don't care whether you clap or not, but I'm saying to you that we need to solve this problem because they are going to kill us. And I will leave on that. So we have to just set up our own system and stop playing and get very serious and not be diverted.
So how is this okay to be saying what he said? If this was the other way around, cities would be burning. We are destroying ourselves, and we need to stop being hypocrites like this.
This is on C-SPAN.
Yeah, you showed that a while ago. It is funny because they're really not worried about the blacks, man, because they know we're going to destroy each other.
Wow. I didn't know that Corey Holcomb and Anton Jennings was still beefing.
Yeah, Corey's still going back and forth. He trying to explain his side. I just think Anton just got to ignore him.
Others.
He brought his daughter into it.
I didn't even get to. I just heard the back and forth. I know he put him on blast, showing him he was out with 4 different girls. 4 different women. I mean,
who's out with what?
So Corey put a screenshot showing Anton going out with 4 different women during a basketball. Yeah, he broke mad bro code.
Oh, he snitched on him to his wife. Oh yeah, they be doing that shit nowadays. That shit is crazy.
Ray Raw's in the background.
That shit's crazy, man.
What's up, Ray Wall?
Yo, what's good, Mark?
All right. I'm gonna be around Hackensack on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Aki, he went after his daughter.
Damn.
Did you see it? It was bad.
What did he say?
It was bad. He put a picture of her up, and he said she was ugly.
Who, Corey?
Yeah, and then he was like, "Man, she gonna end up buying cat like you." I was like, "Oh man." God. Then he said, "Get this dude off the screen." I was like, "Oh man." He was really trying to antagonize Anton, man.
Yeah, that's a good way to antagonize somebody. Talk about their daughter and shit.
Yeah.
If you was in
ready
that,
to fight.
yeah, if you was in that situation, Og, what you do?
I mean, what can you? I mean, ain't nothing you can't do. But I mean,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like what, like literally, what can you do? Like some nigga over here in another state is trolling you and shit. Like what the fuck can you do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like them two, they met up, so they've already been in each other's space, and I think Antoine got the best of the interaction. I think even people who defend Corey still know that Antoine got the best of the interaction. Not saying that neither one of them are gangsters, so it doesn't really hurt either one of them. But Corey kind of like has like a gangster image a little bit, so he hurt the most. Anton could, if Corey had punked Anton still wouldn't have lost nothing because everybody would just assume, okay, Anton's a nerd. He's a financial guy. He's a short little guy, blah blah blah. He had nothing to lose. But the fact that, from my estimation, it looked like he got the best of the interaction. Corey lost a lot, and I think Corey feels that. No matter what his circle is telling him, Corey feels that himself. So he's still constantly trying to, get back. You know what I mean? And if I was Anton, I would just, ignore him. But then you do some shit like that. You start snitching on me to my wife. You start talking about my daughter. It's like, yeah, it is kind of like 50 Cent said, he said, what he say? He said, tired of looking for you, shoot up your grandmother house and make your ass look for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, he doing a lot of shit to where it's like, yeah, like he forcing Anton.
Yeah.
He's stirring the pot. He's stirring the, so. But if I was Anton, I would just, kind of like lay low and ignore it, because I don't know how much he said since then. I haven't been following it. But if he hasn't said too much since then, I would just let that dude fight with himself, because he got to fight that demon that he was right there and he ain't do what a gangster dude was supposed to do. Like, regardless of, you know what I mean? This person had this person here, or this person had security. In Corey's mind, I'm telling you how a nigga think. And y'all know how a nigga think. When a nigga get punked or feel like they get punked, you can't let that shit stick with you for years. You know what I'm saying? And you might just be thinking about, you might just be driving somewhere and think about that. So I might let this bitch ass nigga play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And niggas know that's what Corey's going through. So that torture right there, I don't think Antoine understands that, the torture that Corey's going through, because Antoine might not be the type of nigga that come from those type of interactions constantly, having those type of interactions constantly with niggas, where it's always on the nigga level. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Anton has been above that for a while. But when you always on the nigga level, you know that, like, if a nigga get punked, he ain't gonna forget that shit for a long time. And if you punk them, you ain't gotta really do nothing else. You ain't gotta shoot him, you ain't gotta kill him. You already won. He gotta come back and like do something to you. It's his turn. And now what Corey's doing is, I guess, doing something to him. I guess you could call what Corey's doing something to him. I guess you could call that, right? You could call that doing, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, like, yeah, I'm just making fun of your girl, I'm making fun of your wife, just making fun of your daughter. So I guess you could call that doing something to him, but I would just be like, nah, you ain't do nothing to me. This all petty shit. This all girl shit. This all internet shit. You ain't do shit when the time was up. Because here's the thing. When you punk a nigga, right? The nigga really do be scared of you. Like, I done did that before, man. I done punk niggas that was bigger than me, stronger than me, lift a lot of weights. I'm talking about screamed on niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just out of body experience. Got so mad that I didn't give a fuck and embarrassed niggas and shit. And them niggas was scared of me after that. And I was 170 pounds. I'm 6'3", 170 pounds at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were scared of me. They were scared of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I took their heart.
The energy, yeah.
Yeah, I took their heart. So it's like, no matter what Corey do, he not gonna be satisfied till he actually physically harm. And you know, all this little stuff is kind of like trying to draw Antoine out, but I think Corey want to get another crack at the apple. He want to make it right. He want to be like, he want to get in his presence and like slap Anton or punk Anton or something. I'm telling you, because that's how it is. I'm telling you, niggas, you punk them, man. They be sick, man.
It's true.
They be sick.
Yeah, I get mad if I lose in a game of hoops. If I'm playing poker, somebody bluff me, I'd be mad as hell.
But not as mad as if a nigga like trying to play with your manhood.
Yeah, nah, not that bad, but I still got that NNA. It kicks in, you know.
Yeah, that should be worse. Like a nigga try to play with me and shit. Like, yeah, Corey's sick, man. Corey's sick off that shit, man. Corey's sick. I didn't even know they were still going at each other. When you told me this shit, I'm like, oh yeah, Corey's sick, man.
I think he's mad because what do you call it? Anton went on Whitlock and he went on a couple other shows saying he punked him. He was shaking. Yeah,
you can see him shaking in the video too. Though you can see him shaking.
But you know,
but that could have. But here's the thing, though.
It's personal too, because he knows Whitlock. So Corey.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Whitlock didn't interject. Whitlock didn't put his 2 cents in it though. Whitlock didn't take a side. He just interviewed it. But my thing is like Corey had everything on his favor. It was in his house. Anton, no one was expecting anything of Anton. Corey could have just slapped Anton upside his head and they could have broke it up and it'd have been like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, I slapped you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because Anton ain't the type of dude that's gonna come back and spin the block on you and shoot your studio up, right? So you had all the advantages. You had a nigga that wasn't gonna take it way too far with you. He's smaller than you. He not as reckless as you. Corey reckless, you know, with his tongue and everything, and you still lost. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like you still lost the image of the appearances of what it was. You know what I'm saying? Corey's sick, young. Corey's sick right now, and he gonna do something that Corey may do something that see, the thing about it too is that you can never go too far in Black YouTube. So
yeah,
Black YouTube's Tommy and Tariq, they already knocked down all them doors where you ain't never gonna toss them white. You ain't never gonna go, you know what I'm saying, farther than them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it really ain't really too far. I don't think Corey could go too far to where, you know what I'm saying, it's too far, but I think Corey want another face-to-face meeting. I think he want another in-person interaction. And I think I wouldn't be surprised, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I did this before too, man. Like even anytime I think I'm about to go to jail or anything like that, right? I'm working out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga, if I felt like a nigga got the best of me or something, I'm working out for the next time I see him. I'm pushing up some, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing calisthenics for the next time, shadow boxing for the next time I see that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if Corey like taking like you know what I'm saying, self-defense classes on the low or boxing on the low or something like that, you know. I wouldn't be surprised, man, because niggas are sick like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yep.
Niggas is sick like that, man. We hate, you know what I'm saying, another nigga getting the best of us, especially in front of people. And it was just, yeah, I thought that shit was over. I hadn't thought about it since I dropped that video about it. I hadn't even thought about that shit again until just now. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, let's get to this lady right here.
Abigail Spanberger just addressed the Virginia State Legislature, and she kind of said something strange.
As I said along the campaign trail, I will not repeal Virginia's right to work status.
But
right to work might sound like a good thing, but let's take a look at first. When you join a unionized workplace, you're usually required to pay 1 to 2% of your income to a labor union. However, in Virginia, we happen to be a right to work state, which means that you are not legally binded by law to pay any dues to any union. Now, of course, you can pay dues if you want to, but the thing is that over time, if you don't pay dues, if your whole unionized workplace doesn't pay anything, then your union gets very, very weakened and they can't collectively bargain with your employer for your rights. Now, you might be asking what even a union is, but if you don't know, they fight for your rights, and all these 25 things were mostly done by unions. And they lobby hard, they go on strikes, they bargain with employers, and if you've taken a U.S. history class, you should probably know the impact they've had on employment in the United States. Defenders of right-to-work laws usually say that it gives you a freedom of will or a freedom of choice whether to pay a union or not to defend you. But let's just look at this infographic, man. Okay, over here, wages are usually $6,000 lower in states that have right to work. The poverty rate is 15% higher. Health benefits are 13% less. The risk of workplace death is 55% higher in right-to-work states. 55% higher. Let's also look at this infographic. Now, these states all over here are not right to work. You're allowed to unionize here, and you have to pay your dues to a union because then they can defend you. And you can see here, they have a higher percentage or a higher household income. Meanwhile, you can look at these bottom 5 states here, which are all right to work. Now, Virginia is not on this list, but we can also see that they're all in the 40Ks when it comes to income. And this one should probably be self-explanatory, but over here, non-union jobs offer less protections on average, while union jobs offer more. Now, the point of right-to-work laws is that it makes it easier to lower union density. Now, obviously, over here, right-to-work laws in Virginia and in most of the United States were passed in the 40s. And you can see that kind of killed off unions. But since it killed off unions, it filled the pockets of the top 10%. So workers are making less, but the rich and the owners of these corporations were making a lot more than the people who are actually working. And since it's MLK Day, we should also probably know that he was very, very pro-union. He was against the right to work. Abigail Spanberger just addressed the Virginia.
I believe the governor of Virginia and the president of the United States should have a productive relationship built on mutual trust. We are neighbors, after all. And let me say here today that where there are shared priorities, I will actively seek and be ready for partnership. I want Virginia to lead the way. But I also have a responsibility to the 8.8 million people who call Virginia.
That's not what I'm talking. I'm thinking about what she did the other day. She did some shit the other day where she okay, yeah.
State of Virginia, the history, the Peli Khatun.
God, Jesus Christ.
What a spectacular.
Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. Jesus, I have to look up on YouTube, man. Maybe I'll look at it on YouTube, man. But she changed the whole fucking state in one day. They say she turned it into Minnesota in one day.
So that means they could just hire anybody and the union laws are going to take less, or she's just taking away unions, period?
Yeah, I mean, but it's right to work mean you don't have to pay. You're not required to pay your union dues. So
Yeah.
if you're not required to pay your union dues, you know that people not going to pay them.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So
Dang, that's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a buck, man. Like, whoever ain't gonna pay nothing, they don't have to. So that ruins the union. But yeah, she turned that shit. They say she turned that shit into Minnesota in one day. That shit crazy.
And Virginia's that's a Commonwealth state.
And they talk about state of emergency. I like the way they talk about all this weather shit, but they trying to cover up for what she did the other day, just 2 days ago. They can, every article is about the state, the winter storm that's coming down there, but no one's talking about. She just turned Virginia into Minnesota in one day. Let me see. That was crazy. That was wicked what she did, though. And they're trying to like cover it up. Okay, here we go. One thing she did.
I think, and I'll speak to this briefly because I do want to make sure we're able to touch on all questions related to the winter storm. My executive order repealing Executive Order 47 was an important first step in ensuring that we are not moving or reallocating state and local resources away from the first responder duties that I think today highlights just how extraordinarily important, whether it is investigating crimes or being ready to support a community in need, that the prior executive order number 47 had created some real challenges. Ultimately, I am looking into every step forward that we can take as a Commonwealth to ensure that our communities are safe and protected, and that any efforts to any law enforcement.
This bitch lowered the penalty for robbery.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Got the nerve to say number 47. Bitch, that's the president.
She lowered the penalty for robbery. She cut ties with ICE. They no longer working with ICE. She got rid of the unions. She did all that shit on the first day. And it's like, it's insane, man. How
that was a once proud state.
Yeah, man. I used to be in Virginia all the time, man. I used to work in Virginia. Virginia's always been known for tough on crime, man. That was their thing. That DC dudes, you know what I'm saying, don't mess around like they do in other states, like they do in Maryland. Like DC dudes go to Maryland and they show their ass. They come to Virginia and they be tiptoeing around Virginia.
Yep. Even Jersey, yeah. I remember when we used to take the I-95. Man, we'd be speed limit all day in that Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia don't play, man. That's their history. Hold on. Let me click on this. But yeah, she did that shit in one day, and that shit is in white woman, man.
Virginia, Abigail Spanberger ran for that office as a moderate, but the executive order that she talked about is state and local police not cooperating with ICE to get criminal illegal immigrants. There's also a list of now the Democrats control the legislature, that a number of bills that have been put forward. You can't read it here, but let me just go through it. Sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon. Sales tax on admissions to...
Sales tax on Uber Eats, Amazon. Think about that. So now you buy some Uber Eats, and it's already a bunch of fees. You know what I'm saying? On the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like they already mark up a lot of shit too. A lot of stores mark it up if you buy it on Uber Eats, whatever it was.
Yep.
And she gonna put an extra 4.3% tax on that shit.
Variety of businesses. Create 2 new higher tax brackets. 10% tax bracket for anyone making over $1 million. 3.8 investment tax. Raise the hotel tax. New personal property tax on landscaping equipment. Ban gas-powered leaf blowers.
A tax on landscaping equipment.
Jeez, this bitch is ruthless.
It's none of this shit she ran on. She ran on like, oh, I'm not one of these crazy Democrats. You can trust me. I'm a nice Democrat.
That's what they voted for now. They're going to get it.
Millions free education. Make it illegal to approach somebody at an abortion clinic. Extend the time absentee ballots can be received after Election Day. Allow people to cast their votes.
They're allowing absentee ballots after Election Day. So basically, Donald Trump's won the election. Oh, wait a second. We got more votes coming in the next couple of days. Oh, what do you know? So-and-so won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 2020.
Yeah, they doing that shit.
Stop counting. All of a sudden, you wake up. Joe Biden won. You're like, what?
And he got the most votes in the history of the country. He went from losing to getting the most votes in the history of the country, just like that.
Electronically through the internet. Expand ranked
choice. They want you to vote through the internet. You can go on a website and just vote from your couch. Do you know how much fraud and fucking hackers and fucking they opening this shit up to hackers and fucking spiders and
Yep. Plus, all the people that don't vote, you could buy their vote now.
Yeah.
I'll give you free this. All right.
I'll give you $10 for your vote.
Yep.
Send me your link, because everybody gonna have a link. Send me your link for $10. People be broke, man. All right, you give my link for $10. Cash at me $10.
Force voting. Extend the deadline for ballot curing. Redact the addresses of political candidates from FOIAs. Add Virginia to the National Popular Vote Compact. Make it illegal to hand count ballots. $500 sales tax on firearm suppressors. Assault.
$500 sales tax on suppressors.
Weapons in large capacity magazine ban. 11% sales tax on all firearms and ammunition. Prohibit outdoor shooting of a firearm. Less than 5 acres, lower the criminal penalties for robbery, ban the arrest of illegal aliens in courthouses, remove mandatory minimum sentences.
Ban the arrest of illegal aliens in courthouses.
That's wild.
You can't arrest an illegal alien at a courthouse. That's a sanctuary for illegal aliens, a courthouse.
Do they not know this is nuts? Like the people in Virginia?
If you're a legal alien, just run to a courthouse and you're good.
This shit is nuts.
That's always the last place you're going to go if you're a legal alien.
Allow localities to install speed cameras and replace Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day.
That's disrespectful. Disrespectful.
She did all that on day one. On day one. She ain't waste no time. I guess she was like, fuck it, man. These people gonna be mad if I just drip drive. If I do one thing, they gonna be mad about that and do another thing. Let me just go ahead and dump all this shit and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? You just break it to them. Like, yeah, man. Fuck. Support the channel, man. Take the challenge. Take the $5 challenge if you're being entertained, man. Support the channel. Support Ock Nation News, man. We really need you to support the channel. Yeah, this that's crazy. And that's the one by Barack Obama, remember? He stumped for her. He campaigned
Endorsed
for
her, yeah.
Yeah, and she was running against the black lady. Winsome Earl, a black woman. I think she was Haitian. She a Haitian immigrant, black woman.
Jamaican. She was Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaican. He said black men need to vote for Kamala, man, y'all. And then he went and endorsed this white lady over the black woman. Obama ain't shit, man. She ain't playing, man. She is not playing. She said, fuck that. I was gonna break it to y'all, man. Women. God. Holy shit. Is this a teacher? This is a teacher?
Yeah.
This is a math teacher? What the fuck?
We're not sending our best.
Telling my students that ICE lies in profiles isn't an opinion, it's a fact. And teaching them their rights isn't to be political, it's to keep them safe. Everyone should know their rights. Now, if I said, I don't know, that ICE is a bunch of cowardly, heartless, murderous pieces of shit, that might be a bit biased, but I left that out. My old school district put out a statement condemning me for this video. You have the right to be silent, so be silent. We're teaching my students their rights when it comes to ICE, which I find ironic, considering more than half of GISD is Hispanic. Don't you care about those students? Documented, undocumented, they are still students and should most definitely know their rights. I don't know if it's important to you, though, considering you are still under a desegregation order and spend most of your money on your predominantly white schools.
That's a lie.
It comes down to this, Garland ISD. Do you support your students or do you support ICE? Telling my students that ICE lies in profiles isn't an opinion,
You know
it's
what's
a
funny?
fact. And teaching them their rights.
He went to an all-white school too. He just don't give a fuck. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's a weird fucking guy. I would not want my kids anywhere near that motherfucker. Fuck. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Hey, JD Vance, I saw you're in town, but you never said hello. You got a couple things wrong. You called Minneapolis a city in decline. Here's the thing. We were rated as the happiest city in the entire country. We're rated as having the best park system in the entire country. Great place for recent college grads. Downtown's coming back. Guess what else? The last several years, crime's been dropping. By the way, you should love your people more than you love your ideology. Here in Minneapolis, we love our city more than we play partisan politics. That's the way to go. Let me know next time you're here. Hey, JD Vance.
Oh, God, he's such an annoying little prick.
Think Philly in the background.
What's up, man?
Yo, what up, Bob?
Nothing.
Shoot, just looking at this foolery every day. Makes the world dumb.
Jesus Christ. This
It's like they can't. Black people can't take a pause, man. This shit ain't us. I have a former coworker that went in Minnesota, man. Like, shit is embarrassing, man.
So how do they act? Do they have the same ideology?
Nah, I can't talk to him, man. It's a cult, man. This shit real, man.
Yeah, I know. I believe it.
I can't talk to him. I'll fuck around and slap him, man. I don't got time.
Yeah. For sure. Are they son? Glider? What?
Now his son. He actually went to. He actually played for the Gophers. He played for the Minnesota Gophers D1. So when it was normal, now it's liberal, and he want to act funny. Now it's like offensive lineman. You know, I'm a little scat back receiver, man. So it's a little different.
Right on.
I'm gonna have to stab him. So
yeah, I bet he might marry to a glider queen, huh?
Light skinned girl, yeah, definitely.
I have a hard time figuring out why niggers feel the need to ruin everything that they fucking touch. Cruising.
Love this girl, man.
Now skiing. Feel like everything white people enjoy, they just want to destroy for them. They will bring their loud, ghetto, fat-lipped mouths up to the mountain to start a party. A loud, ghetto-ass party. And I feel like they do it to make white people uncomfortable. Their whole presence and their whole identity is to make white people and other people uncomfortable. They even admitted to it.
True.
They'll be like, watch me make these white people mad on TikTok. No, you're not making anybody mad. You're just making people more nigger fatigued. That's what they don't get. You're not making people scared of you. You're not making people think better of you. You're just making people hate you. And I suggest all black people and niggers, whatever the fuck you are, stop being a nuisance to society. Because like, again, the cheat code to life is to have respect for others, and they will have respect for you. Niggers do not have respect for anybody, but they expect people to respect them.
Nigger.
Boss.
She got two yeah.
Great. Hold on, let me read the caption on this one. It says, poor white woman got beaten for nothing. You should never relax around these people. I don't understand why they're always so violent, so fragile, so aggressive. Make it make sense. Let's see. That's a dude.
Yeah, that's a dude. Look,
Man, you could never hit a white woman.
Hey, look. In this racist country,
Yo, this glider, no testosterone level.
He got
glider queen.
Level too.
Yeah, and they expect us to believe that this never happened back in the day.
Shit. Hey, if you're a member of Hawk Nation,
you know,
that this is it, man. It's the 1890s.
Yeah. Niggas been so from the moment.
Oh, he was in Algeria. Yeah, there's a lot of Arabics out there.
It's in Nigeria, right?
Nah, he was in Algeria.
Algeria.
Okay, that makes more sense.
The Arabs.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, the Nigerians, they ain't gonna beat you up. They're just gonna rob you.
No, Nigerians gave him love, but when he went to Algeria, they fucked him up.
Yeah, man. Damn.
Wow. That young man is amazing, man. He never stops. Like, he's always on the go, always doing something, always competing, always You know what I'm saying? Testing his limits and shit. That young man is amazing, man. I ain't gonna lie. Speed. Fuck, I ain't got it like that. You know me. If I went on a tour to fucking Africa, man, I'd be lounging and shit. I couldn't go. I guess because I'm 47. He's 21, but he got so much energy, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
That dude got butt energy.
The dude's an athlete too.
Yeah, dude, top flight athlete too. Top flight athlete.
Answer the question of why it's working, why they think it's going to work, why Newsom and Schumer and them think it's going to work. And the answer, as is so often the answer to things that are bad, is white people. There are X amount of white people, still a majority of white people who are all in on the racism and the bigotry and the sexism, and those are the Trump supporters. But there are Y amount of white people, white Democrats, white liberals, who, given the choice between radical change and fascism, are still like, is there a third way? Is there right? I don't like these choices. There are white liberals who want all of the economic benefits of oppression without any of the fascistic downsides of authoritarianism, right? And they're trying to find it. They're trying to find how they can have just as much economic oppression as they want without any of the Nazism.
What the fuck?
All I see and hear is Don Lemon.
He just want to make it about himself. That's it. It's just...
People are...
So this girl right here, Osaka, she's half Asian and half
Asian.
So half Asian, half Asian.
Yeah,
Haitian son man was in the army. He saw Su Young. He's like, he had to get some of that ass, Su Young.
Ryder wasn't feeling it.
The white girl was the man. Of course, that means she's racist, right?
Yep.
White people can't just be like, she can't just be a sore loser or a bitch or just like a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a hater. She gotta be racist.
Yeah, she's racist, man. She's racist. Like she needs to go talk to a rabbi like soon.
Shit crazy, man.
Debunk the latest liberal lie about ICE in less than 2 minutes. Ready? Let's go. So you've probably seen this picture circulating on social media. This is Liam Conejo Ramos, a 5-year-old that the news articles and the liberals are saying was detained by ICE most recently in Minnesota. Now, the facts of the matter paint a far different picture. Liam's father is named Adrian Alexander Conejo Arias, and he was an ICE target for deportation because he was allowed in illegally from Ecuador during the Biden years. The fact of the matter is, Adrian saw these ICE officers approaching, and he chose to flee on foot and leave his own 5-year-old in the car. This is according to the...
He knew his 5-year-old would be safe with ICE. He knows ICE ain't no fucking killer squad.
Yeah.
He knew his son would be safe with ICE. He just ran. He knew I'm gonna try to get away. If not, my kid would be cool.
Official statement from the Department of Homeland Security. And ICE has a policy. They do not want to separate children from their parents who are being deported when and if at all possible. So they sent Liam to the front door to knock on the door to make sure there was an adult there at the house at all and make sure he'd not been abandoned altogether. But of course, your average leftist now is going to sit there and say, oh, well, the Department of Homeland Security, they are lying. I don't trust the government, right? These are the same people who rolled up their sleeves 5, 6, 7 times a few years ago to take a government enforced shot so they can get a free donut and a side of fries just a couple years ago, right? These people change their positions quicker than a weather vane in a hurricane. But now they want to sit there and share fake news and share these news articles designed to whip you into a frenzy and to obfuscate the actual facts. And it is our obligation to make sure that we debunk these stories in real time and correct the record as quickly as possible before these stories are allowed to spread. So if you know someone out there, if you're unfortunate enough to have a liberal friend or family member who is susceptible to falling for these fake news stories, share this video with them as soon as possible so you can get the truth out while there's still time. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Fucking AOC, man. Jesus Christ. She's such a dumbass.
Got a fat
You
though.
obviously believe ICE should be abolished, but there are many in your party who are not going that far. Is that a problem for you?
I think any step in the direction of reining in and cutting the funding of an agency that is attacking U.S. citizens, that are kidnapping 5-year-olds, that are using them as bait to open doors, and that are privately circulating that they can violate everyday Americans' constitutional rights by busting into their doors, they deserve to be defunded. I'll take any step in that direction.
Are you friends? But you obviously believe ICE.
She's still repeating the lie.
This is
I mean, that's how
this
they
is
do.
a talent. Yeah, this is a talent, man. This is crazy. And it works. It really works.
Yeah. Works with them though. Yeah, it works with them, but it's still getting that false message out, no matter how false it is.
Yeah, it's like hypnosis.
Everybody, the average person, don't have time to look into it to see if it's false or not. The average person is going to accept it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like everybody don't got time to look and see if it's actually true.
Especially black folks.
Yeah, they winning. They winning by getting these. We're constantly telling lies, just lying.
Minnesota, where else do you think it could be happening?
I've seen that my former home state of Minnesota is currently.
Somalians in Minnesota were at a major manufacturing food plant, and they were defecating in this plant. You heard that right. There's a whistleblower coming out right now and exposing what's going on. The FDA and ICE need to start raiding and doing random checks in all of these plants in Minnesota. We're talking companies like Land O'Lakes, General Mills, Coca-Cola, stuff that's going all over the United States. There's a whistleblower who came out. I'll show you a quick clip. Go do some research, watch his full statement. This is terrifying, guys. This is a problem in America. If it's happening in Minnesota, where else do you think it could be happening?
I've seen that my former home state of Minnesota is currently in the news due to Trump and the Somali issue. I worked at a major food production facility that supplies the United States and Canada with food. I watched as they brought Somalians in, and they began to urinate and defecate wherever they please within this food production facility plant. We had to put up signs explaining how to use the bathroom correctly, but yet it was never corrected. I seen as grown men wash their genitals within the sinks, made homemade bidets from the garbage in the break rooms, and then brought in a roach infestation to the plant. Once again, I will tell you this is a major food production facility and cannot shut down for anything.
Don't eat that food.
These tethers making us all look bad.
They keep their ways and actions from their from the country. They keep their damn.
Yeah.
What?
Washing their genitals on the sink. Yo, that's wild, yo.
I saw this video right here. I'm just thinking to myself, what can you do? How can you stop that? Anybody who tries to stop that is gonna get some too.
If you're a woman.
He has a lot of anger. He's not angry at that dude. He's not angry at that dude. He angry at somebody else.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He just took it out on that guy.
I don't even know. I don't know what you could do about it.
Yeah. Damn. Jesus Christ. Said his baby mother got a new boyfriend in his house.
She gonna walk back in the room? So you and her fucking her? So that's what the fuck going on? You and her fucking her? So that's what the fuck going on. Y'all in here fucking each other. What you finna? What you think you finna do? What you think you finna do? What you think you finna do? I said, tell her to come here. Why the fuck was she sending you to the motherfucking door? Why you fucking standing there? I said, come here. Bro, get the fuck out my face, bro. Get the fuck out my face, bro. Because I'm about to knock you the fuck out. I'm telling you, get the fuck out my face, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of your looks, none of that. Precious, so you gonna stand right there and not come here? Huh? Huh? So you gonna stand there and not come here? So you gonna stand there and not come here? Bitch, I got your card again.
Crashed out, man. Crashed out.
Well, I don't know why. I thought he was about to end it all right there. Good shout out to the Sun Man for not ending it at a drop of a dime for some bitch.
Yeah, great job. Great job. Great job.
Bars in hell.
He kept his freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great job, man. By the Sun Man, man. Yeah, man, ain't too much else going on here, man. Salute to everybody out here, man. This shit is so funny. Salute to everybody out there. Any final thoughts, man?
Man, hey, shout out to you.
Yeah, salute, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Same black time. Hold on, let me see something. Shout out to Matthew, man. Matthew's in the building. Salute to Matthew, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Subscribe.